May 3rd.
All right. And at this time, I'm going to play Exhibit 219. That would be the body-worn camera from that day.
Oh, hello. You losing weight yet? Yeah. You know what? Probably leave this on, that's fine, because he's got the work boots, and I can feel it. Tell someone the other day, I can't remember why I took them off, but. Answer a couple of your questions that you had asked before, and I think you probably already had the answers already. I recorded them myself. You get the two answers you wanted, the phone number and the license plate. You license plate I didn't. The phone number I figured out. Yeah, I got both of those for you. I flew them out on why we're kind of doing it, so. Comes back here, so you know that. Right. Yeah. Yeah. G-I-A-T-A. Jada. Oh, that's what it is. Jada. Oh, that makes sense. Exchange student. Makes sense. That did sound familiar to me at all. And then the second one. License plate. Total legit. It is Joseph Lazier. L-O-Z-I-E-R. I think you want to worry about this. I called the guy talking today, he's an old guy. So what he is Hardee's. I know at Hardee's house. And he drove slow by it. Brand new truck, didn't want to get dirty. You know, he goes by slow. And it's funny because he turned what's me driver and turned around back this way. He said he's going to go visit him, and then for whatever he did, and seeing him or whatever. But I said he doesn't know you guys. He knows your wife. Because he didn't even drive. He drove here, made the driveway, turned in, back up, and back. It wasn't like he went down the road. Oh, I'm not going to see Greg come back. That's why he threw the flags. No, it was like somebody stalking him, drive by, so cleared and he turned back. He said he didn't know anything about this was going to be on today. I did it today. He said he had no clue that she's been. So, yeah, I do know the family. He said my wife, she got the open mouth right now, which I know you know this by now. Everybody, you know, I give her on. Yeah, and then the search of roughly 40 people, 35 to 40, you know, family members or whatever. They asked me if it's okay, as long as you guys got legal permission from people and you want to search, and really help. So I'm fine with that. Half-assed for what's worth. Like some people are like, oh, why wasn't Dale involved? Well, Dale's with his daughter at soccer, and at this point, it's important that you are with your daughter to give her support. So I mean, almost everything I'm looking at, I'm going both ways with a total open mind. I'm looking at, you know, why are you? Because that makes sense. But then, you know, you look at the other things too. So I've done that way with the crucial investigation. Before we, you know, go further, do you have anything for us right now?
I did have a bunch of questions, but I gotta write stuff down because you go through your head, you have all these questions, and now you're here, now I'm drawing a freaking blank. Hey, you know, I'm just like,
Same way.
Well, you're from the hip, so when we're talking, if that remembers, fire right away. We're gonna go easy. And what we will do too is I'll go back and try to answer some more stuff for you. So what we did that day. So thank you for everything. Same thing like that. Vehicle swap. You know how I laughed and forgot to do that. He did it. Well, you know, he said, I think you know you said he had Kevin and whatever. So we have that. I have one of our girls, the same one that took your cell phone in her own bag. She's gonna go to the state police lab tomorrow with the blood, hopefully, because the lady hasn't come
Oh, I haven't
back.
turned it in yet?
I haven't,
I think it's.
our process, I mean, it's weird though. I mean, I was there, it makes almost no sense. I'm a farm boy, I'm a hunter, and it made no sense. I mean, there wasn't a burr on the metal door.
We're looking for something to catch on.
Yeah, wasn't that, also, same thing, you go underneath your barn, the woodchuck normally has his little belly rub marks, it's not there, nothing, it just,
He's a very smart man, I'm sure you can all that.
yeah, we just don't know, so, but
Pretty good to know.
we have processes, so it takes a little while. So hopefully we'll do it tomorrow, I'm waiting for the state police lab to call me back to see if I'll even take it. If you don't have a crime, a lot of times they won't take stuff if you don't have a crime.
What have we done with the iPad?
No.
The iPad that went back.
Okay, so you're going, turn it back, and I haven't seen any results other than the guy telling me, hey, Finley, Finley? That's it. But you caught that before I even, I'm gonna let you talk, but you caught it before I even got to you, so that's perfect that you did it first. So,
What I got?
put down credit card on it.
All these credit cards she's got. She went to the credit card, she had these two. Sweet. These two are in
I think so.
These two are in the caddy.
And my partner said they went through the vehicle and said there's credit cards in there.
I mean, I've never
I'm guessing
seen,
he took pictures of it.
I've never seen this one. It says it's Dallas, American Express, but it says Macy's. This is our second card, that's, and then the Cabela's card's mine, which I think these were in the Cadillac, I think, after Dale went through it again, just trying to figure out.
Right.
And I mean, I'm trying to make sense of any of this, and it just.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, the last 51 years, this comes about 100 times.
Sure.
It's all, I mean, we got 3 businesses together, stress levels high this time of year, obviously. It's, words get thrown, she takes out, goes to Zach's house, big deal.
Right.
This time,
Now, what-
ain't like that.
What exactly do you think makes this time different? What happened leading up to this that might have set her off over the edge?
You don't understand it at all, other than the COVID. She's not been right since COVID. I mean, mentally, she just has been
Right.
very unstable. I mean, I don't know, I'm just completely puzzled. She just wasn't herself. The 3 weeks she had COVID, 2 weeks she was on it, she never left the couch, I mean, for like 2 weeks. I'm like, damn, that's not right. And I felt like shit, tired, but I just kept going, I kept going outside, just kept working.
I personally,
I don't know if the difference is just keep going and getting fresh air, if she stayed in the house, and everybody deals with, I mean, everybody's body is different.
Sure.
I mean, I'm exposed to all kinds of chemicals in the barn and dust, and
you should be the
I
one
mean,
that
I was
does
all
that.
pumping anhydrous, I mean, my lungs were burnt, because I breathed a bunch of it in.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
And I haven't heard that yet. I mean, COVID's kind of a new thing, and I personally haven't heard that. I know, it does things, but I haven't heard more really just changes into a temporary. But,
Well, again, all this, he wants kids, family members, she's bipolar.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I got my wife, and it's,
To answer your question, you just started with the iPad, actually your phone, I ran back with it, I haven't even looked at anything, I just got audibly from that guy saying, hey, did he say anything about Finley? And that's it, that's literally the only thing I had. I know my partner brought it back, and I don't even know, you don't even know if he brought back a thumb drive. So normally what happens, you do the phone, and he gives us a thumb drive with it, so you get the phone, we get the thumb drive, and we have it. My partner hasn't said nothing, I don't want to say my partner, that's Detective Ward, no, that's Detective Ward, I have 2 detective partners. You'll probably hear me call him my partner, because we're working together. My other partners, Dale and the other one are just doing stuff that we're kind of throwing at them. So with the iPad, at that time, he did go on Friday, so Friday's my day off. Detective Ward took it to Monroe and dropped it off. that wasn't as pressing to us as the phone originally. So I don't post status like that.
Okay, I'm just curious, I'm just curious. I know Zach was saying he get some charges came up.
Yep, which was it was a positive one until the fact that he told you.
He came back to the office and we were going over to the office and, oh shit, it's a monthly
Right,
charge.
yeah, so automatic withdrawal, or whatever charge that you think. The other one was Amazon for $64 or something, I think is the other one, and
I still don't figure out what it is.
I did give that, no, I haven't. He really forgets, I will send it to Dale, give him that credit card number, so Dale has it in the event, he has to do a search warrant on that account. Sent that to me. Yeah, told me to send it to him, so we do that real quick. Put it before I go anything or something else.
Okay, yeah, absolutely here. So, at this point, being this far out of things here from the day she's gone, it's been over a week here, so now we're really just kind of back to square one, right? Trying to figure it out. So, going back, to me, the biggest thing that's standing out, and I'm sure to you as well, you said she's left like 100 and some, times, and that happens. That's, some women are like that, I get that. But this time she hasn't done anything with your daughter, didn't take your daughter, didn't have any contact, no goodbye, no, nothing of the sort.
I wasn't in here when she eventually left, I was still over checking cattle, so I don't know what kind of, if it was out of the normal embrace with my daughter before she left.
Sure.
I just imagine it was a normal.
Well, why you got that? We'll go over it. I mean, again, I'm gonna fire stuff back at you as well. I appreciate you still being great with us, so we'll do everything.
Well, if I know why.
Yeah, you've been saying something, so we're happy with it.
This is really.
To answer that though, the hug, I'll jump ahead, maybe if that's the case. You were here when your daughter left, is my understanding. So Amy, whether you know her, maybe or not, no, because Amy is here. Amy's the one that came and Bill's girlfriend. She said, I throw people on, she said she's here, because of course you know we're in an interview and say, hey, what the heck? She said she was here. Your daughter was in the vehicle when you pulled in. So what did you start time? 9 o'clock.
Maybe we passed. Is there
Could
now?
have. So she didn't.
Amy and I weren't in the house when I came in because I wasn't going to check the cattle over time.
Well, we'll give it to you. I mean, I'm straightforward. Well, so Amy said she watched the hug, and we'll get enough. We have basically two main things that kind of happen at this point. But she watches the hug, and it's not like I'm never going to see you again. Dad, screw you. I'm depressed. I'm taking off. Amy said it was just an us leading. This is us asking me what happened or whatever. So she gave a regular hug. By the way, it was just a regular hug. It wasn't a serious hug. It was a regular hug.
She said that she's upset. What did she say?
She did say she was upset. She said she's upset. She said she's going to talk to you tonight about, things, whatever us sell things. Well, I mean, no, sell things.
Don't sell things, yeah. It's all the time.
Yeah. So did you guys have that conversation that night?
No.
She didn't say anything about selling.
Well, she tried to start an argument about it. I said, no, we're not going to argue tonight, Dee.
What was she going to argue about? I mean, did she get that?
She wanted to, because of Terry, she had the altercation with Terry.
Yeah.
And they went over it, and she kept saying, you won't back me up, you won't back me up. Nobody cares, and this is nobody, you know you were in the wrong, and you want us to agree with you. And I says, we're not gonna argue tonight, because it gets us nowhere. It doesn't. You push my button up, and I said, we're not going to argue. And she kept her system, and nobody cared about her, and I didn't back up with Terry and Todd, and Terry quit. I said, Dee, we're not gonna argue. It's not. We're on the subject of Terry. We're not gonna jump off. And she did bring up, oh, let's just sell everything. And I says, Dee, it's not your decision to sell everything. This is our business.
Right.
You're upset. Why are you gonna?
Right.
Until she said about selling anything, I never heard this conversation in like 2-3 weeks or longer. This conversation's never came up until she's at the soccer game and she's just calling out on the phone, and she calls me and says, just out of the blue, I'm telling all the help that she's on Xanax. I never talked about Xanax to anyone.
Sure.
And she just wouldn't listen, or she would not let me get a word. She just was convinced that that's how it was. She says, we're just selling it. She gave up the phone. I never heard from her again until I walked in that night.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
that happened before some Saturday night. That was like Saturday afternoon.
that was
conversation.
Saturday, That was about Saturday at 11 o'clock, she was at my daughter's soccer game. We were over Brooklyn Town, and went over there in the morning, and when I left, she said her soccer game was at 9. So if I look back through my phone, it seems like I called her about 9:30 and asked her how the game was going.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, it's not, excuse me, it's not till 11. I'm sorry, I screwed up. It's not at 9:30, or it wasn't at 9.
Yep.
So I did talk to her once before.
Yep, okay.
She went to the game, and then she called me. I thought she was calling me when something was going on at the game, Angelina made a score or something was good, and then she just went off that, why am I telling people she's on Xanax to help? And she got into it with Terry, and we're done, we're selling everything. And that was the end of the conversation. And I never seen her or talked to her. I mean, I tried calling her a couple times and she wouldn't answer her phone. And then I think I tried calling Zach and he wouldn't answer his phone. So I was like, what the hell's going on, Zach? You know, I don't know what's going on. But he didn't answer his phone. So then it was, I think what time I got home that night. Because I ended up with the tile in, and me and Todd went to film, picked that truck up and got back. And then 8:30. Is that what time we got on the phone? I mean,
Roughly, the roughly that time, she said he says pick up the kids or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. And then they're all come in, I kept asking her, because I knew she didn't eat anything. I said, you want me to make you something to eat? Didn't hamburger? I said, I'll make you something to eat if you need to eat. She didn't want anything, didn't want anything. And she kept wanting to talk about Terry and how I don't back her up. And I said, Dee, I can't back up. When he leaves here, it's his own personal thing. You can't control that. And that's what he wants when we go there. It has to be when we're, I mean, that's what I talked to Craig.
Right.
Just don't escalate the arguments. And
Right.
then she started getting her migraine. She took medication and she started calming down. I told her to lay on the floor, so I rubbed her back. And then she says, I'm hungry. So I made some toast. She got up and she bought some breakfast, some burritos. I guess it's a burrito thing in town or someplace yesterday that day. They were in the fridge and she got one off of the one cut for both of us. And went in and sat down, she ate. I don't know what happened, but the part that she warmed up, I said, you feeling better? No. And we're watching TV and she's looking up this way and TV's over here. So I knew she couldn't see. And her speech was slurred and she saw, she took that. I said, lay down, rub your back, and start getting you calmed down. And she didn't want to. Then she finally laid down, I rubbed her back, and that's when she finally started calming down. And she started to go to sleep, and I helped her get on the couch. And she was sleeping good and hard, and I'm thinking that's like midnight, 1 o'clock. And then I went and got to bed. And then,
Then you went there right after that.
yeah, I went probably and walked. I got a drink, and I also picked up, food and stuff that was out. Went in, laid down, went to bed. Well, I had to take a shower yet. So I had a shower, took a shower, went in, went to bed. Got up roughly around 6 o'clock. I never hear nothing all night, so I figured, she'd sleep, the dogs weren't barking.
What time roughly did you go to bed? Now you're cleaning up.
I was thinking it was about 1 to 2 o'clock when I finally went to bed.
Yeah.
Midnight, 1 o'clock, so when she got time to sleep, I came in, picked the stuff up, I washed dishes and everything, just threw stuff away, went into a quick shower, got to bed, brushed my teeth, and when I got up in the morning, got up, went to the bathroom, come out, she was still sleeping.
So, like you said, at
I
night.
guess she snored away, and then I went out through the sliding door here, and went out. I come back in because I forgot something. I got it, went back out, got the loader, I came around the building this way, went back, got some chemical, went back. And I mixed up the batch, and I probably think I forgot some other chemicals, so I was on the loader again, come up front, got another vodka, and I went back loaded. And I went down to Leroy's, it was probably,
Your math is pretty damn good.
well, I just went to Leroy's and loaded chemical, sprayed 10 or 13 acres, come back, loaded up again. I texted her when I can't remember if I texted her when I was loading or when I was on my phone. Well, you see it here. 7:45, I texted her, that was when I loaded up, was heading out the second. I'm going to be spraying, call you later. That's at 7:45. And she didn't answer. So I figured she's still sleeping, then I went over worked on Brooks Road, I sprayed off the 65 acres there. And I had some walk down to Brooklyn. And I can't remember if I was, when I finished at that field, I called her or texted her and I said, "Are you up yet? Is your migraine better?" And I didn't hear anything back again, so I figured, well, she must be still sleeping. And that's when I got over in Brooklyn and I was spraying for my uncle. That's when Stephanie called me and said, "What's going on with Dee?" And I'm like, this is weird that Stephanie's calling me, because Stephanie's employee at the office. Why would she call me on Sunday morning over Dee's at? So she says, "No, Raquel's there," and says she can't find her mom. And I says, "Okay, I'm in Brooklyn spraying." I hang up with Stephanie and I instantly call Raquel. I had to call her 3 times before she answered the phone, so I don't know if she's calling her other brothers and sisters trying to find out where she's at or what. And I finally got her home and she says, "I can't find Mom." And I said, "Well, she's sleeping on the couch." "No, she's not here." And I said, "Well, she probably went to town or something." "No, she's not here, both vehicles are here." That's weird. I'm just spraying Brooklyn, I'll be home half an hour, 45 minutes. When I get back, I'm going to the house, and I ask for help. Well, first I go in the back door. I was opening up the garage door, look, carpet there, okay. I walk in, I went back to the bedroom, and I looked in there, curling iron, the hair dryer, and the makeup bag's missing. And when I walked in the door, she has 2 bags that set at the end of our bed. They're both gone. I think, well, she went to Zach's house. That's why I think I told her to go. The bags are gone, he went to Raquel's. She's like, "No, Zach says she's not there." And then I says, "Well, I don't believe Zach, because that's where she was going."
Right.
And then we went out, I went back out, and I went around to the office, and Zach was out there, and I think Raquel wasn't there yet, this Zach was out in the office. And we walked into the office, and he was going into the camera system to see if we could see anybody drove around. And he went through it. There wasn't anything on the cameras other than, there's not a lot. It doesn't pick up anything. I mean, you could see me on the loader crowd, and you could see me out here with the motor pulling around. That was all after the fact.
Do you remember, did you come up to the front door with the little beer? Just your hot dog jumping up on here or somebody? I thought I heard someone here, not just a dog. Oh, okay. Okay, we heard that.
Got it. No, we went out to the office, and you were out looking at security cameras when I went out there, right? When I first came back?
I knew, like, right over here.
Out here?
We walked down.
Yeah, I don't remember walking down, but, well, when we said we walked down. But we went in. Had you been looking at the cameras before that then?
I didn't get on them at that point yet, no.
Yeah, I thought you were looking at it, but then you started looking at it when we got in there?
When we got in there, yes.
Okay. To see where it was at, and then we walked back in through the office, and that's when I looked down after we walked into the far side, you weren't talking about. And that's when I looked down at my desk and I see my ring set here. Like, oh shit. So then he looked.
And she's never done
that. No, she's never done that. She's through that house before. She's always picked it back up, put it on, so she's never left it. So after that, he looked down there and they couldn't see anything, and the rest of the kids showed up. And I said, "Well, we can't really do much. This is not something that's not." I kept asking Zach, "Are you sure she's not in your house? Are you sure?" Because Saturday, when she was upset, he wouldn't answer his phone. And that's usually the normal is, well, okay, Mom's upset, Zach won't answer his phone because she's at his house. So I wasn't that real concerned until probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it started sinking in like, hey, something's off. I mean, I was concerned because she's never left Angelina ever. You know. Well, Angelina is the one.
Right. And but there's a BTS and we've been over that, so it's
that's where I'm at. It's just baffling.
So, real quick, can you describe what Dee and your guys' daughter's relationship is? Would you say, Angelina? Would you kind of go over that real quick?
It would be like love-hate relationship, or how would you say?
Really?
I mean, well,
I mean,
it's, she loves her daughter, and we'll give her anything there is that she wants, but then when Angelina doesn't want to go out and do her chicken chores or doesn't want to do her chores, she'll, why don't you do this, you're gonna get grounded, you're gonna get this, well, 5 minutes later, she's got the cookie she wanted, and mom's spoiled her. I mean, every day when they leave school, she goes by and gets an ice cream when they go to Panera every day, and it's like, Dee, you can't do this, you can't treat her like this and expect her to listen and do things for you. So I mean, in the mornings getting ready for school, they have, that's where I say the hate relationship, or I shouldn't say that, is where the confrontation is with her and mom. She's always asking Angelina to get ready, like, oh, it's the typical 9-year-old when he got out of bed. She's gotta get up at 7, so she can leave here by 7:30. Angelina's rolling out of bed at 20 after 7. You know, and her mom's screaming out, get ready, you know, use the spatula for you and that. But, I mean, it's just typical. I mean, she loves her daughter to death, so why would she?
Right.
Is she more mother or is she more best friend?
Best friend.
Best friend. That's a pretty young age to be best friend.
It's definitely best friend. They are. But I mean, how do you differentiate best friend and mother when you're? She's the baby at night because she's the baby. So
And the only one with you two together, whatever. That same question, I'm gonna have the same question, you and Angelina, relationship, how would you?
We have a good relationship. It's just I'm not here that much. I mean,
You're just a hard worker, bring home on time.
I'm outside all the time. I mean, when she goes out, we want to see the garden and stuff we got downstairs. We started transplants and we do the stuff outside. But as far as, well, just like, you know, this week when Dee's been gone, it's been hell. I don't have any schedule for school. I don't know if she's supposed to be a soccer. I don't know if she's supposed to be to her gymnastics instead of a bitch.
Good news is, you know, that's why they kind of bitch, so we'll want her, you know, help with looking at one, because you went to the soccer game, so.
Yeah,
Kudos to that,
it's
it's playing once, good.
But I
Spend
mean,
time with her, that's a good thing.
it just, I don't, this morning was really horrible. What do you tell your daughter? I mean,
Right.
I sure as heck hope Dee's here.
She's still firing questions, or what's she saying?
Well, she's picking up stuff for Mother's Day. Mother's Day's this weekend. I'll get this to mom, I get this for you.
Yeah, that's true.
My what if.
So,
Sorry, it's a strong, hopefully it's a strong one, I mean.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's strong, or, you know, Dee's like
Full of problems. I mean,
Right.
so we're getting stuff from mom, and we're getting everything here for Mother's Day, so.
good. Okay. And then going back to that kind of dispute you guys had on Saturday night, right? So you guys were arguing. She was trying to get you to argue. She was upset. The whole Terry and Terry thing was going on, or Terry and Todd. And so she had tension. She was upset. She was trying to get after you for it. You
Just
didn't
trying
want
to
to.
move into the
Yeah.
whole mix.
Yep.
It's like,
So how would you rate that night as far as you guys been married 20-some years? You've gotten in plenty of fights, I'm sure. On a scale of the 10 being the worst fight you've ever had,
it was
one being
only
nine.
5.
Okay.
I mean, we've had a lot worse fights. I mean, just scream and holler at each other. But I mean, that was back before we started seeing the counselor.
Right.
And, you know, here, well, both of us the last couple of years have been trying harder to listen to what he says because, you know, if I say something, you escalate. If she says something, you escalate.
Sure.
You know, we've always tried to keep the other one from escalating. I mean, she was upset, but it wasn't. That's what's weird. It wasn't like the worst fight we've ever had. It's like just a mediocre. It was over a freaking employee.
Right.
And she's like,
Right.
we're gonna sell everything. I'm like, no, Dee. No, we're not.
Well, that's
You're arguing over
what.
it.
Yeah.
So how did the employee get this worked up?
Right.
That's what.
There's clearly a piece missing, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
if
what did she not tell me? Did the Terry woman, did they get into something that she didn't say about? Or is there something, I don't, there's more to it than.
Right. Obviously, there's
Because
something
it wasn't-
more.
You know, if it'd been like our worst fight ever, it's so far from that, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and that'd be kind of understandable. If she had her ring on your desk on Sunday morning, that'd be understandable. She was trying to walk away.
It's like,
Yeah, absolutely. I get that.
Walked in and
The fact that it's a 5 and she's not going to say anything to her daughter,
Yeah.
her vehicles are all here.
somebody picks her up.
That's weird.
And the bags are gone.
Yep,
It's like,
absolutely. That's a good word for it.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't get it.
So, let's see where else. Going kind of in the same thing here. So for hotels in the area, has Dee ever, for any reason, stayed in any hotels that would be somewhat local, Washtenaw, Jackson?
She was staying in these hotels that's so far below her class.
I figured that. So I was thinking like maybe Ann Arbor would be the closest.
Ann Arbor would be
five-star.
maybe. She likes Weber's.
Weber's?
She stayed at Weber's.
Okay.
We've stayed up to the casino hotels before in Mount Pleasant. And the hotel around here, she wouldn't be caught that in.
Right.
Really get away. Jamaica, she ain't even shit my first day was, I don't know anybody knowing about her, right? And now we're looking
Right.
at 12
All right, I saw your passport the other day whenever we were here. Does anybody found her passport? Does she have a passport?
She's got a passport, I don't know what's at.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's got it with her, but I don't know.
Okay. Would that be something that would be stashed in like a safe somewhere?
No, she usually had that in her bag, her go bag.
Her go bag?
Yeah, she had her ID and stuff like that. But I do know, Angelina's passport was downstairs with mine, and Jaren's, her son's downstairs with mine, but all the other kids have their passport. Used to be down at the safe downstairs. And now they're old enough.
Okay.
My son's is in the state, we went there last, so we had one from Canada.
Alright.
I just got an email from my fishing place in Canada where I go, they're talking about opening up a train, but they also talk about the next date for the, the coronavirus will lift or whatever.
And the notices are different in different provinces.
I didn't know that. I'm just border. I don't know if you go to the border, you gotta worry about getting across the border, that's the main one.
I didn't know, less people in Saskatchewan, lots of people from Russia.
If you wanna hit on the.
I got one that we look at everything, I mean, you are a huge potential suspect in this for what it's worth.
Sure.
I can, I'm sure you're gonna be more, some people aren't talking to you or whatever, but, and then you just suspect it anyway, and then quite often it is, the husband or something like that. With that being said, same thing, shutting everybody up. It's been a few days now, but if I can, just a picture of your arms, and I use this in domestics, and it shows, I use it for your, it says, look, I don't have any scratches.
I'll take my shirt off.
It shows, but that's good for you too. If someone's really doing something hard.
Right.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I don't even have a crack on it.
Never fought.
And that's more her, she'll get more of that, because I was someone do a physical fight, scratch, hit something.
I hate confrontation, she's.
We'll do just straight on, because we're thinking, she probably thinks good, and then just, your arms this way, and then I'll have you do that side, that's good, and then just looks at flip your arms. And then, just a 180, and then we'll do the same thing, so your arm, like that first, and then we'll flip them. Perfect, thanks.
Appreciate that.
No, it's my wife is one, she won't let anything go, so. She can tell you how she feels right now, I mean, she's not gonna hold back on anything. Just avoid confrontation, that's my personality.
I'm not a big argument, I find her well, was her, I'm sorry, I don't know which one you.
No, if you want.
It was the town, it's so rain. In a situation like this, there's only two people. So with a ring, I think it's gonna be one thing. If someone's gonna harm your wife, someone's gonna beat her, that ring doesn't mean two shits, or any one of us are gonna steal it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So there's only two, you and her. So like, obviously the logic is, she's gonna toss it down and, piss on you, it's like body type thing, and then there's you. So that's just me looking at it, that there's that, there's nothing to question, but that's just on the outside looking in. I mean, I want you to understand that too, if someone wasn't gonna harm your wife, there's no logic for that person to put their ring there, so.
Right.
It's more on the woman so it's obviously a wife, she took off.
Yeah,
I mean, that's,
I mean, it don't make sense.
I mean, you know where I'm coming from, nobody's gonna kill the wife, and I care two shits about the ring, per se. Or, I mean, if they do, they're gonna steal it,
Well,
you know what I'm saying, or throw it.
well, I was kind of going through it in my head too, is on any given day, my wife has about 150, 200,000 jewelry on.
You're all gonna go pretty much.
Yeah.
I
got a rubber wedding.
Go over all this stuff in your head, what could happen, what's going on.
Right.
Sure, any given day, she's got.
Now,
But that means saying, that makes her a target to steal.
Yes.
And then don't get rid of this one, why wouldn't you steal other than, you gotta be careful on that one.
Well, she comes, I don't know, I guess, nothing makes sense.
were there employees that were supposed to be in there on Sunday?
They don't
No.
work on Sunday.
What would be the significance for her to set the ring on your desk at the workplace instead of at your home? Is there, do you know, any significance? Is there anything she
If
be in
there's
there
something in the
for?
office that she went out to get that we don't know is missing yet,
Okay.
I don't know, I mean, the camera only gets the main office, it doesn't get the back and the
Okay.
sides or anyplace else, so I mean,
Do you know if she had like a little safe?
I don't know.
Extra
I
cash?
don't know if there's, I don't know if she had money out there and she grabbed that, or what she, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if I'm trying to get in a hurry to leave Vantage, I don't see the
Some
significance.
stashed away in one of the, you know,
Right.
rooms back there, you know, cupboards or.
Right.
So your chemical barn, is it chemicals in that big ass black safe that has a shield?
Oh, it's a gun safe I bought for my son when he graduated from Michigan State.
And you just never.
Well, he just put an offer on a house over in Beebe here the other day and just got accepted, so.
And no, I will not help you carry this.
Well,
Oh my God, yeah, I saw that.
that's why we put it in there, because we used to forklift.
Right, right, that's what I said.
I'm moving that downstairs.
You showed me, and I can still the picture, the $170,000 that at one point, you know, was moved or whatever, taken. What was the purpose of showing me that?
I just found it in the car.
Okay.
I'd never seen it before, so I didn't know. I gotta look to see where the money went. I mean, I don't
And
know.
you know the answer to that? No.
Yeah.
For what's worth, Zach said, what the hell, why is he showing you that? Because he said, you guys talked about this before, and he showed you, whether you don't remember or not, but then he put it, she put it, they put it in another account. So the money's still there, he said, Jesus.
No,
Yeah, I mean, that's
you asked me what,
No, I mean, he showed it to you, he said, you know, not literally like this, but he showed you.
That's the first I've seen that check. You asked me if I found anything in the car.
No,
When I was looking, and that's what I found in the car. So
Yeah,
I thought,
okay.
no, I found this in the car and this.
Okay.
I looked some more.
But I mean, now I'm saying that you said, no, you didn't realize that she put it in another account, 'cause, I mean, I'm telling you, that is what he had said. He said, it got brought up once before, like, where's the money, or what happened to this money to council when he saw some, or his new money is gone. And he's like, yeah, he showed you another one where, look, it's deposited in this account, you don't remember that? Okay. And that was, the date on that one was, I don't say January or February.
No, I think that was the PPP, I think that was the PPP money that we got for farms,
Okay.
PW. And I'm not sure.
And for what you don't have to remember, but for whatever reason, Zach says, I mean, why would you show you that? Because we already been over this, it got brought up. I know I'd be fishing if I could see 170 minutes.
Yeah, well, I just seen, you asked me what
Yeah.
I found in the car, and so I showed you the,
Yeah, no
I was
problem.
surprised I found all the 2016 gift cards for sauce, and a whole stack of gift cards in the bottom, you know, they get put in the bottom, you forgot about them.
Yeah, I get the,
So the tire marks out front, so on Sunday, when someone comes over here and they see the tire marks from the JT, sorry, forgetting whatever the yellow out front of the motor, up to the porch, do you recall, I mean, you know, that's aggressive, that are, you know, the deep treaded, I mean, so do you remember, did you do anything? You did it for us the other day for trash.
Remember I told you when I went out, and came up, I forgot, I pulled on the JCB, I pulled
Yeah.
over this way, I forgot something, I run into the house, grabbed it.
Okay.
I think I probably forgot my tool that I opened everything up with, so.
Yeah. You said you dropped that over there, but you didn't say so, yeah, because I didn't ask you.
No, I pulled out, I said, ah, shit, let me get this, I ran in, grabbed it, went back out, and then went back around. I opened everything up.
Okay.
would you consider me to have any kind of substance abuse, like alcohol? Is she an alcoholic? Does she take two to
We covered this.
I know we did cover it.
You did say, yeah, both, pills and.
I'm thinking more and more it's the substance abuse all the time.
Could you see her checking herself into a rehab facility? Is that something that,
I couldn't personally, but I don't,
What do you-
I know my wife very
Yeah.
well, I never thought she'd do this.
okay.
So, I can't put that out of the realm that she could check herself in some place.
Have you ever heard her talk of anything, made any gesture?
There's rumors that she was in Chelsea years ago, back before she was still married to Tim at the time, that she was in Chelsea or bipolar, was having some issues.
Okay.
But I
Never really
you
anything
never
on
bring
some of
up, you never bring up the thing bipolar like that.
Yeah, smart man.
I
Yeah.
choose your battles, you know, and that's.
Right.
That's the same kind of question that you've been asking there, it's not really a question, but this is for our place, because we have briefings every day, and I brought it up. Social media and or, we have something called Crime Stoppers, which gets out to everybody. Do you have a problem if we go ahead and put it out there at this point, a missing person?
I don't personally, but I would like to talk to all kids too.
Now, I'll tell you where I'm coming with this, so you can sell it to it this way as well, is Betty Ford Clinic, I think that's, they probably have them everywhere, but, Ford Hospital, I know there's one over that way towards Dee Warner or something. Point with that all being is, let's say there is that, and there's somebody professional like him and I that's in the field, they see it, oh shit, this lady, or she been in a car accident, which I'm not saying she's been in a car accident, but you know where I'm going. We get these people, and the next thing you know, they're in the hospital. So that's the only thing, so I
She's got ID number. She was in an accident somewhere, she's got her ID.
potentially, yeah, for most part, yeah. But there's also confidentiality, so let's say the other one, which what he's really saying is the two, Betty Ford, so that's a addict and or psychological. Those two right there aren't gonna tell anybody unless that Facebook or that press release goes out.
They don't have to tell anyone.
No, we're the police, we call them, they're like, we can't tell you. Jesus, I can do a search warrant for every
It's
single.
fully covered under HIPAA.
And there's no computer we can get in to see it either. Now, I guess there is one exception to that. The insurance, but she, whatever wants to, she totally off grid, which at this point she is.
Right.
Then
Well,
that's
if she
usually
checks
the
herself
cash.
in, they don't, will they ask for insurance card right away? Or
Yes, oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the difference is, again, if she wants to be totally off grid and.
Go under different.
She lie.
So I can call the insurance and
Yeah.
they would tell me if anything's been.
Yep. Right. Go back, or, who do you,
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay.
I can call our agents and they'll tell me something's been.
Yep.
Credit card was written down here in the bottom, so we already went over that, because I think that's what you're talking about on the bottom here. That was just what credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already told you that, there's the two, but you already knew that too.
It's still going over my head who could have picked her up on that came out of no names. I mean,
Kathy Levick, be honest with you, I don't think anybody, that's crazy, this is a dude.
well, that's a dude.
No, I said unless there's a dude. Oh, I don't know who the heck's gonna do that, or talking to family or.
I've heard so many rumors about how many people my wife's having married with relationships.
Well, I asked the guy, it's not to be stupid, if he's gonna ask that question, it's can't be a guy. Lesbian. No, but you suspect, you're not, you think your wife would be lesbian or? Okay, no, I'm sorry. I don't wanna rule something out, because we're looking for guys,
We
should I look for a girl?
got 9 kids back.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm talking bisexual or something, I wanna cover it also, she, yeah.
Okay.
Now you're past that point, because before it was 2-3 days, she'll come back, and now you're.
Yeah, no, what's the odds every day it goes by?
Longer goes, right.
So did anybody help you work on Sunday? Was anybody around? I know the kids were after checking in for Dee, but.
I think after, on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what did I end up doing Sunday after I sprayed?
Where you were spraying that
Yeah, I
for
sprayed that
sure.
morning. Over here to Leroy, Brooks, so I broke when I came back. thinking my head was kind of did after that, such a blur.
Sure.
Seemed like being, I just, seemed like myself being up on the corner. Yes,
I'm starting to get down there with the things we're doing, with the exception of watching video, which I already know you guys pretty much have, or, Zach and them, so, which is, I'm gonna probably have one of our people do that. Cell phones, obviously go through those, who is you gonna do, we come across anything,
she was huge on Facebook, always.
yeah, we're gonna look at, that's one of the things we gotta do, but I'm getting down there on things that I have, in a sense, to do, except for taking my report a lot. I do want to completely be able to focus.
I should have fucking stayed home, dude.
I don't think that's the answer either, to be honest with you. You can't just stay home every time with
No, especially if it's only 5.
Well, normally every goddamn Sunday I'm always here. I make breakfast for Angelina Dee every freaking Sunday. This Sunday I decided to work. And why? Because it's springtime.
beat your ass on that anyhow. I don't see that myself, but we do it every Sunday.
So it's the same on Saturday. Why didn't I just go over to the game?
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm more that worker. I always dove into my career before going to, girlfriends, kids, games and stuff. So then I just go and throw it back in the back of the night.
I do the stress, I just want
If you do that, so you shut these people up, and then we can.
go back to what I did on Sunday. I can't fucking tell myself to go back in this very long.
Fair enough.
It's important. I'll look back.
Right, well, I mean,
You
it's
can have my
just,
phone again. I'm sure it tells me where I went. But
well, hopefully we haven't gotten a report back from that, so that'll help out there too. Just trying to paint a picture,
just
just.
so fucking crazy now because I can't remember.
Yeah.
And now tell me what to do. I mean, what do I need to do? What can I help or what?
We need to figure out a list of names. Let's go through Facebook and see if there's a list of names that would be someone that she can get in contact with that we don't know of. Who would pick her up? There's gotta be somebody to pick her up. There's gotta be.
So you still got to get past the daughter. Really, you're gonna go out and what we're in now.
Yeah, if somebody's gonna pick her up. She's planning on being gone for a day or two, and now she's gone for, we gotta figure out who the hell picked her up first. My
But
eyes.
trust me, and then that's that part. With all search warrants.
Because there's not a big window for her to get out of here. There's not.
No.
Out here it's, I'm off at 6, I'm off at 7, 7:15.
Yeah.
But you still have anybody can come pick her up. So unfortunately, our time frame's down, but unfortunately, your video's not catching it.
Yeah.
My house, we would know the answer to this, because it's what I got.
My house is wired for security, but we ran out of money when we finished building it.
I didn't do a weird, there's nothing in my house, but my driveway, which way when I get to Mason Road and all my buildings.
No, I said, we wanted to keep adding cameras, and we had a lot, but she's always focused on, she always wants to focus on the back, because that's where the inhibitors is.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bathroom. Our fuel tanks are out there, and it's taking too much fuel, so that was our focus on stopping everything else.
And the activity in the credit card today there, I was like, hot damn, we're good, we're live, what's going on?
That's what Zach called and said, well, I was all static, because I've been trying to call her or text, and I sent a text, and I'm like, I went through, I'm like, oh, fuck, I went through, cool. Stephanie goes, no, my voice is like, no, it's not.
What, let's see, gotcha.
Like after her phone, did you ever find out, is there any way we can get into
Oh, the other one,
I mean,
you should march, right?
yeah, middle March. I thought for sure my daughter would know the passcode, but she put 3 of them in, and I said, well, just quit in your pocket. This would get us up to March. Middle March, who's just talking to versus phone. If you don't know how long they're gonna have her iPad for, exactly.
Same guy here, with all the answers.
Exactly, that's what they do.
Maybe say something about that. Hey, Detective, I'm sitting here with Len, the husband to the missing wife, Dee, that you did the phone on the other day. We have her old phone from back in March, another iPhone. So I mean, that's one thing. Is that going to be beneficial, or do you have enough? Well, you don't even have her. Well, you don't even have her new one now because we don't have her new one. But will her old phone do you any good back in March?
Well, we don't have a password for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the question. So the question is he does not have her password to get. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. It's a 4-6-digit here. Four. I tried it. Oh, I'm sorry. He can apparently overhear you anyway, so I just put you on speaker now. And he said, no, they tried.
We tried all the passwords that she'd used on the iPad before. We tried the 3636 6868. I think she tried 2323, and then I told her just to quit so she didn't lock it up.
Oh, okay.
But it's usually a real simple, easy to remember password, but I'll be damned if I can remember what it is.
Yeah, I can't break into iPhones.
Alright. And then the iPad, Gary, I think, dropped it off Friday. That's what I guess here. Do you, I obviously no date, but he's just wondering, when do you think you'll be done with that one?
I haven't processed it yet, and so, I'm hoping, I got a meeting tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll get to it tomorrow.
And on that note, just a big thank you for kicking ass and getting his phone quick, because
Thanks for sending my phone right back.
he was extremely, he didn't want to give that phone up because he's no, it's my whole business and everything, so I just want to thank you for that, helping us out.
Yeah.
Alright, yep, whatever, when you get it, just holler and we'll send somebody else to pick it up. Yeah, thank you. Those are those questions. I guess we're not getting sent. Also, same thing, anything I can think of. Feel free, as you see, give a holler, call. We are. I'm getting down there, other than let's get the chance to look at everything, electronically, what her calls are. You said Facebook,
I'd be friends with who she's been contacting on Facebook, who's been calling her back and forth. I mean, she lives down there. I got in contact with her, for sure. I'll phone back, call him. Text, if I'm sending, you're gonna do anything, texting is great. But when usually doing a piece of equipment, you just can't text them. You never try.
Sure. I think my last Facebook would have been a snowmobile trip probably 2 years ago that I posted. I'm not on any other than my job looking at stuff, but. All right.
Good. Trying to get out of Angela. I have a routine, because she drops Angela off at school, and I was talking to Dale, he asked me, does she go anywhere tonight? Angelina's gotta be at school at 8, Christian, 9 o'clock on Monday.
And there's a long time frame after that where she does, that is a line
She does, if she goes, drops Angelina off at 8, she won't be back to the office till 9 or 10.
But it should be 30.
Well, yeah, 20, if I take her back here by 8:50, but if she goes down to Panera, gets a coffee, has she been meeting somebody down there?
Right.
I don't know, I don't know who you'd even ask, or I don't know, maybe before it gets any longer, maybe we could get some video from Panera if they got it to see.
So,
It's so Adrian. So she goes Lenawee Christian, so she's down there. 11223 goes down by Walmart.
You go there?
yeah, he's too old.
Well, there's a Starbucks there too, I think, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a little further down, but yeah.
Well,
Which, frankly, at 8 o'clock in the morning, you probably could wait an hour in line for Starbucks and Panera. There's a long line every day.
I don't drink coffee either.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee, so. But there's just, every morning when she goes, there's 2 hours of the time that is unanswered for. Like I said, choose your battles, you don't ask why she's not back, so you just,
Right.
if someone, I don't think she's having or seen anybody. I've heard some of the rumors now. I could be wrong.
So, Going back real quick, your property on Tipton, was that north of 50? Right there across from the fire station? Or is it south of 50?
It's south of 50.
Is that like right before that like S curve?
Well, that's before the S-curve stands.
Oh,
Where they put tiling, we're tiling for partridges over there. Property I have on is, how do you say, just as you're going through Tipton, you go down and there's that wet spot where the creek kind of crosses right there. As soon as you get through the wet spot, it's right there on the right. It's chisel plowed, it won't real rough.
okay.
You did tile there, is what you're saying, you did tile further,
And the neighbors really hard as the tiles field, my mini excavator's sitting down here along with
Oh.
Gotcha. And then your other, I mean, I Cedar Point property, we saw the tile there, there's a tile that's opened up,
Yeah,
the
6
whole
inches
tile.
down here.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tile that's opened up there, the main that goes all the way to the pond was plugged up this spring. So we were digging the trees, it filled a 12-inch tile, yup,
root system.
they filled that tile up and someone in there, we just dug it like 10 years ago. Pulled that thing up, we were down there digging, we pulled, and there's so much pressure, Ivan, the other guy now, we had it cut open, we was pulling it out, stuck our feet in it, and it finally broke loose, and it's so much pressure, it has pinned in the fucking hole, we couldn't get the roots on it, but that whole tile was full of roots, the whole thing, it looked like a big giant anaconda falling out of there. Got that opened up.
Don't do that.
And then the property we got in front of Paragon, where the excavator said, the house, the trees and stuff, they took the barn and taken it out. You were over there too, where'd you go? You went to all the properties in there?
No, I have not, they, Cedar Point, and here is all I did, now I know where, do you remember what?
We went-
The canine went over on 6 Island, so it was when he came
Yeah.
back, they were.
And then we went over, is it like just off 50 on town line? It was just a little sliver of property by like that,
Did you have old piece you sold or something?
I don't know, and
Well, the property we just got is bought the property, just being 50 up there before. Oh, it's an interesting lake.
oh, that's it.
Right across,
Yeah.
basically.
Yep,
across
just
the
that
ditch, it's a lock here. And
Yeah.
here's down a little further.
Yeah.
What's that argument about Rob's like, D, hey, you know,
Well-
it's a property, so did you think you get dicked over financially, or what?
No, it's just, it's the Rob, back in 2008 when everything crashed.
Mhm.
Rob and their companies were financially having some problems.
Mhm.
We helped Rob, we refinanced a lot of machinery and stuff, put it in our name. And Rob paid off. Well, we got some financial difficulties here a few years ago. And there's some pieces that Rob financed for me. He'll help me out.
Mhm.
And then there were some other pieces we were doing with John Deere. We ended up in a lawsuit with John Deere over the whole program where we changed the machinery every year. Make a long story short, we had a big falling out with John Deere over it, and I got charged like $100,000 in down payments for Rob's I had to pay. And I don't know where, me and Rob, we got squared up, he ended up giving me about 50,000 of that.
You just walked away from
We
it.
walked away, we both lost, we both.
Right.
Both agreed to disagree and
Right.
walk out. Well, Dee wasn't happy with, she thought Rob should have done more.
Gotcha.
They got into it. Well, if you get it through the phone, you'll see the text before they had. He never would tell me or anything about it, he just said it was bad.
Alright.
No, Rob's a good friend, well,
Okay.
it is what it is, it was business. We both lost on the deal.
Yeah.
He helped me with payroll for a while, I helped him. We're both still here.
Next anything else, go if you want, so just so you know, yeah, we got the employees, because I asked for that. Yep, got a list of that, I did ask for family as well, we have two things, we have family, you know, work, so want to talk to all those people. We certainly do that, so you want to do that. And then you did give us a sun search, and then, we commit permission to searches, his original report, driver's license picture of your wife.
She's in that picture.
Well, that's what I mean, I've been almost 10 times, even if she don't have to worry about you, she's gonna worry about me, you know. You talk about getting arguments, whatever, you want to start launching on her myself, I think, when she shows up. Because of what's going on here and everything is causing you, to be honest with you and your daughter, and hey, I gotta be, so. But, do what we can. Foul play there somewhere, or what? You know, like I said, if someone else came and picked her up and did something wrong to her.
Someone picked her up. Lucy's close enough to even see that.
But it didn't get leaked, so the friends are Stephanie, the friends are Wolf's daughter. You know, those are your big ones right there, and those people don't know.
She's close enough to do that. I would say it would be Lisa, but Lisa, she's in Australia.
I don't know if I got Lisa yet. Who's Lisa?
Lisa Mulder, who's your real good friend. She's not pretty sure she's Australia. Trying to go over my head, I mean, they're good friends, or that she would call.
Has she been in Australia? Yeah. So if you see her on Facebook or whatever, she'd be a Facebook friend, Lisa on one.
I don't know, because I gotta fall out, she likes black box or
Or anybody's not had a falling out with you.
eventually.
Like, I think I fallen out there, but fall out with you. Yeah, we're about to.
We're about to.
Every case I work with this guy is a good thing. I guess the big one somehow.
I can't think of who else she would try, I would say Dawn, but it would be Dawn, or Dawn.
And Don,
She's Dawn. I don't talk to them, they used to be on the Jerry Figure board together, did everything together.
Epperly?
Everett. E-B-E-R.
Okay.
Her husband Sam used to work for him. We did everything together.
Somebody's like, if we start seeing some of these things on Facebook, at least I can put a little bit of understanding.
Is it normal for Dee to snore when she sleeps? Is that a pretty common thing? Was the snoring that you were hearing on Saturday night or Sunday morning before you went to bed, is that an average snore for her, consistent?
Yeah, well, consistently, I mean, she never snored before, like, it seemed like the last 6 months or so, she's been snoring a lot.
What he's going with that is an overdose type thing.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
It wasn't, how do you explain it, the snoring, it's like a, yeah, it was almost like a nasal talking. It wasn't, like you or I, your tongue or whatever flopping in here, hers was more like the nasal. Flutter of consuming, it wasn't, every time she breathed in, it would be, I can't even remember.
Was she snoring whenever you got up on Sunday morning?
Yeah, you know, that's how I was telling she's sleeping, because she'd be snoring, but it didn't make sense, because then she'd get up and she would sleep. Proof you were snoring, you kept me up.
Every person drove before, I was snoring. We're gonna have this argument.
Yeah, I choose my path and then took a couple pictures of her sleeping once in a while. But I keep going back to what the COVID did to her, and I don't. It changed her. And she's always tired. She's on her, she's so exhausted.
Son of a bitch, back to ground zero loss.
Yes, we are.
Probably lost pieces we got find.
Yep, absolutely. Well, hopefully we'll get something out
Like I
of
said,
it.
it's, you know that with the phones and communications, that's what our, I need those results back and I'm sitting at the desk and start looking at them. Yeah, I just hollering like I did to you. I told you, wait for the lights to play and the self, do the JFU. And we'll bounce the stuff off of you and see if we can't get somewhere with it.
People you can see, you know, can't figure out, did they ever figure out whose vehicle it was,
Or whatever. No, I haven't even seen any of the video yet.
No, that's not the whole thing.
And obviously, I mean, we'll, Friday earlier or whatever, or Saturday, earlier, is certainly what we do. We'll do Sunday, to start with. everybody knows the standard time, so we'll try to. It's definitely it's Friday at whatever, roughly 8:30, like you said, you're getting all the game with your daughter. It's a Sunday, same thing, 2 p.m. or something, I mean, that's the main one I want to look at. So.
Sure, we'll be in touch. Good reading yet? Are they really? Is that easier on you?
Not really. I can get this sun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
Gotta do something else.
Gotta slow things down so we got time to go in.
Not so fast, get things
Right now, your shit can start growing now with the rain on it or whatever, at least if you got stuff in it, but what you didn't get in.
I don't know, we gotta start killing weeds.
No. Why is he not out of keys? What the hell?
I don't know if,
Do you think those are hers then?
I think, hindsight, I think Dee put them out there so the kids could get in the house.
Kids know it's a hiding spot.
You have to ask the cow.
And wasn't there, I mean, your son is the one that pulled them out.
My son's seen it, what the hell, got keys here?
Is
He's
they
got a key.
But did he say they were underneath, was there something on top or
No,
just there?
we just seen him saying it.
Okay.
But I'll ask her Cal too, if she put them there, if they put them there, because I don't remember keys being outside.
Alright, thank you.